All right, everybody, welcome back to part 2 of our walkthrough of the Spotlight Power Trader with the Dow eMini, taking advantage of all this amazing volatility that's come back to the market. Our day trade strategies love this kind of price action, as you saw in part 1. Again, this is TJ with Netpicks Inner Circle and the Spotlight Power Trader. So let's just see what happened this last week that just finished. Remember, we're waiting for our start time at 8:30 Central because the YM is traded out of Chicago. And we're waiting. Really great pre-market trades. In fact, there's a long trade that set up a few minutes, 5 minutes before our start time. There are some traders that will start trading earlier. That's okay. So this trade got short, but because it's gray, we pass on it. That's a filter, even though it was a winning trade. So we'll just be patient. Keep in mind that the Spotlight is just waiting for its setup. It's not trying to catch every move. It's just trying to catch the spotlighted trades where the odds are way in our favor. And we teach why these setups are what they are in training. So we get a long trade right here, 24,408. You can see the targets, the stop. Remember, we want to get to a target 2 winner and be positive with minimal trading. The goal is to quit our sessions most of the time with a positive result, while controlling our drawdown with minimal and efficient trading. And we saw that in part 1. We didn't even have any drawdown. Maybe a losing trade here and there. Not very many of those either. So this trade does trigger in, as you can see. Takes a little heat, but then grabs its footing and pushes higher, hitting its money management level. The stop moves up, taking the risk off the trade, pushes higher. Target 2 almost in reach. And then finally it pushes through target 2. So the goals of the trade plan are reached with the very first trade again. Comes up and hits a perfect target 3. Trailer's still locking in more and more. And it pushes up through target 4 perfectly. Look at the bar on the right and target 4. Doesn't get much closer than that. And still trailing, and finally it stops out with the trailer here right at target 3. Another beautiful one and done session, hitting the goals with the first trade of the trade plan. 42 points, that's $210 per contract to target 2. Trailer came off near target 3 for 56 points right there. And we're done. And literally we're done in like what? 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Not a bad work day. Let's see what happened on Tuesday the 13th. Tuesdays are typically tough days, especially when Monday is really good. You know, markets chop and markets trend. And Tuesday, for whatever reason, markets tend to have a lot of churn and backfilling. But we just stick with our strategy because we know that we're just trading for a short amount of time and we're looking for our opportunity to quit with that positive result based on our trade plan rules. So there's a setup that happens and it's too fast, because literally in 1 second, it's like through and down, and there's no way to grab it, which is good because that's a losing trade. And instead, we're able to get the yellow trade. And there's enough time to execute that trade because it actually comes back up and gives you several bars to grab it. Sets up at 46 seconds into the session, and now you're 54 seconds and even a minute into the session. And so you get short. And then you have the possibility of getting long. Remember, you have to make an adjustment and go long. And unfortunately, it does go long. So we couldn't miss the short trade. It ends up being a partial loss. And we get long, making our 2-tick adjustment and another 2 ticks around the $10 key level. So we get long at 24,411. Again, we teach why we do that in training. But it cuts the risk down. We don't take a full loss. And then it comes up and it hits target 1, hits target 2, starts to trail on up, and is a beautiful trade. And these 2 trades, again, get us to our target 2 winner, positive result, goals reached. We're done in 2 trades. And that's how it works. It was a 22-point loss, but a 38-point winner to target 2, and the trailer also getting out right around target 2. So 2 trades, positive, done for the session. Let's see what happened on Wednesday. All right, so this is Valentine's Day. This is Wednesday the 14th. After this, we did the crude oil inventory report with Counterpunch, and I put a video on that up on YouTube as well if you want to check it out. But right now on the Dow eMini, we have a long trade here at 8:30. And again, it moves too fast because you could see how literally a few seconds in, I mean, technically maybe you could have grabbed it because 13 seconds in, it did stab down. But I just felt I couldn't tell if it was 13 seconds here or here. So even though it was a winning trade, I didn't count it. So it would have been one and done, but I just felt it was too fast. Then there's a short trade, and that one also is too fast. And that was also a winner. Perfect target too. Now with automation, trade would have been grabbed. Either one of those would have. So again, I'm trying to really make the strategy work hard and think in terms of the average trader being able to place these trades, myself included. So it's okay. Momentum bars have nothing to do with time, but they're so dynamic. They make for great trading charts, and they're certainly worth learning how to manage. So we're just waiting. Bars are gray, no trade. Another trade that's too fast, which was a break-even trade. And we're 5 minutes into the session, so you could just see this is a lot of price action. We're still waiting for our first trade that we can trade, and we get this one. It gets short, and it comes up, and this looks like it stops out, but because of the way we key level adjust, notice that the stop is at 561. The bar stabs up to 560. We adjust one tick beyond the $10 level. So we don't put our stop at 560. We put it at 561, and the Spotlight calculator that prints the trades knows that. So we're still in the trade, even though we came pretty darn close to stopping out. And then it pushes down, lower, lower, hitting money management. The stop moves down, starts trailing, hits a perfect target 2, hits getting close to target 3, and hits it. And the trailer's still pushing lower. And it goes down, hits a target 4, trailer still pushing down, and then stops out down here. It's a beautiful trade, had us on pins and needles, but the strategy working perfectly, tuned to market conditions. Look how nice that target 4 is, pretty darn accurate before stopping out. Target 2 was good for 40 points. The trailer was good for more than that. One trade, trade plan goals reached, and literally 5 minutes in is when we took the trade, and 3 minutes after that, we're out of the trade. Goals reached. Let's see what happened on Thursday the 15th. All right, so here we are Thursday waiting for our start time. You can see that just lots of price action in the pre-market, the volatility once again present, and the strategy and us as day traders loving this. And the first trade comes here, a short trade at 8:30. And you got enough time to catch it. And even if you don't, you can catch it when it comes down again. So either way, that's the first trade of the day. And it comes down, hits money management, stop moves down, locks in, profit, takes the risk off the trade, pushes lower, almost hits target 2, missing by what? Couple points, 1 or 2 points, but then it does push through here. A perfect target 2 right on the nail. And the goals are reached again with the very first trade, but it's still pushing lower and pushes lower still through target 3 and then stops out right up here. And literally 7 minutes into the market, and we've hit all our goals. Target 2, good for 40 points. Trailer not quite 40 points, but still pretty good. But in 7 minutes, we're done. And we have the rest of our day to do whatever we want. You get in the theme of what we do? This is how we do it. We don't need to trade more because as we keep growing our account, we can just increase our position size. Have we had a losing session yet? We haven't. So going into Friday, try to end the week on a high note. Nearly a perfect week with the Dow eMini and the Spotlight. Looking for our first trade of the day. Lots of pre-market action again. And we get this trade here. It's at 8:29 and 42 seconds. And remember what I said, if we're right near the entry, within a few seconds of our start time, and we can grab the entry. We have the chance to do it, which we can right here, and that trade gets long, and it hits target 1, target 2, target 3, target 4, and then stops out. And literally 2 minutes in, goals are reached. 44 points to target 2. The trailer did more than that, and it was just another amazing week. Nearly perfect. 10 sessions in a row, all positive with minimal trading. And do you think that's growing our account and getting us to where we want to be and achieving the strategy goals? It certainly is, isn't it? That's the whole point of the Spotlight Power Trader. We'll look at other markets in subsequent videos, but if you'd like more information on Netpicks Inner Circle and the Spotlight Power Trader, please reach out to us. We'd love to show you more. Until then, this is TJ. We'll see you on the next video.